Hello, BookTube. Sorry for the delay. When I turned my uh, tablet on, it wanted to update. So, Edgar, as you can see, he wanted to do a live. So, I tried to set it up. So, not the best, but you can see he's there, and I'm his guest. So, he wants to talk about his book club. Edgar's Resurrectionist book club. Uh, Dead authors, because dead authors matter. He was so upset when he heard the news about Roald Dahl, James Bond, Agatha Christie. He would have died if he already wasn't dead. So anyway, if you have any questions for Edgar as well, then feel free to ask. You can open it up to anything. Edgar likes to talk. He's a real chatter. He's a chatterbox. So yeah, there's a few people in here. There's no comments coming up, so we'll just start. I guess the two books that are being, if you haven't seen the introduction. Oh, hi, Aaron. See here, yeah, you've just purchased copies of Bulldog Drummond and Fu Manchu. Uh, yeah, it's old copies are really, really expensive. But yeah, I've got the what is it? I always forget the name of this publisher, reprint House of Stratus. They do a whole line. I think all of Sapper's material. Hi, Jenny. Edgar says hi as well. I'm gonna have to keep the comments off occasionally. He's complaining that nobody can see him. And Mike, this is Titan. Titan has reprinted all of the Fu Manchu. And last year and the previous year, I pieced it together quite cheaply. So, and I'd actually planned on reading it, do a read through of all the Fu Manchu this year, but that didn't happen, as you probably are aware. So at least we'll get the first one in for this. Oh, geez. Sorry. Slippery books, and I try to put something down and it wants to just slide away. Well, I did find them. I refound them. I re-excavated them from a pile of books. He used to be by my door. If you look at the really early poetry shelf tours, he was there, but he didn't do much. He just sulked. And then once I put him up on the shelf, he's become a real chatterbox. It's not true. It really, no, it's absolutely not. Shut up, Edgar, shut up. It's absolutely not true. So yeah, Mark's being a chicken. He doesn't want to be on the live today. He says he's got to work. I don't know what that is actually, so I guess I shouldn't mock it. But yeah, I haven't read my. For some reason, my reading has been derailed the last few days. Uh, didn't get much done today. Trying to do a few other things, and my mind's occupied elsewhere. I'm feeling, in some ways, a little better. I think it was the allergies that were really kicking me. I still got a lot of joint pain, so I'm hoping for that. Yeah, he says working. What does a teacher do? They don't work. That would probably. I think he'd probably crap his pants. I think. That would really. Actually, that's a good idea. Probably would creep them out a lot. I should take him downstairs when I go down to read, um, because that'll creep them out. I think, which is a good thing. But yeah. Where was I? Yeah, reading. I don't know why. It's just been a bit derailed. I've still sorting through books. I'm moving a bit more downstairs. That you got to call the bookseller, but there's a few more shelves immediately that I want to deal with, and I'm hoping I can get a few quid for them, but I probably won't. They probably give me £10 for 400 books. I don't know. I don't think I got that many down there yet. I'd like to get rid of 1,000, but that's really optimistic and difficult to do. I've got one, two, three, five, six. I got 6 piles that are about 6 feet tall. So whatever that is, I have no idea. Well, actually, they're more than 6 feet tall. But I don't know how many books that is. I haven't counted them. But and my landlord's been on my case to get rid of them as well. Edgar has told me what to tell him, but he needs a place to sit his head, as much as I need a place. Yeah. Yeah. So I don't know. I just I just decided to do a live for some reason, and I didn't even think, and then I was all discombobulated. There's a 2.5 pound word for you. Uh, when I turned the this tablet on, and it started doing the updates, so I couldn't go anywhere with it. And my other one, it's like I'm looking at it there now, and it's just got a green screen. Edgar's is a green screen, but you can see him on the screen here. So I have no idea what's wrong with it. I know that tablet is it's on its last days. But this is weird. I'm looking at my tablet now, and my lips are moving about 3 seconds, 2 to 3 seconds slower than they are on this tablet. Ooh, that's scary. What else was I gonna say? I haven't actually watched the news, so I don't know what's. Oh, there's one thing that I have been looking at. I don't know if anybody's seen this. It seems to be an app of some sort where you can take a picture of somebody's face and it can superimpose over on video. And somebody's done a whole bunch of stuff with Arnold Schwarzenegger, but they've also done Donald Trump over top of Buck Owens singing, George Jones and other country singers saying that that was his first career, and it's bloody hilarious. I'll probably get taken down for this or something like that. Yeah, it's called Reface or something like that, but it's really cool because I want to put myself in a whole bunch of video clips, but I don't know how well it works. You probably have to pay a lot to get um, pay a lot to get a proper app or program for it. Hi, Star Shots. Yeah. Oh, Edgar's pleased. Edgar likes his fans. You're aware of the book club, eh? That's starting in May. We're reading. Well, we choose one of the first Fu Manchu or the first Bulldog Drummond. That's Edgar's Resurrectionist Book Club. Uh, I'm not I'm not commenting on that. Edgar has his moments. Let's just put it that way. Well, I it could be starting at Jenny and moving on to others, but a typo can actually change the meaning so much. Yeah, I'm a little at a loss what to talk about here today. For some reason, I've been well, I've been thinking actually for like I say, I haven't been reading that much, so I've been thinking about next year reading projects actually. Um, and oh, there we go. This I got this tablet. A friend of mine bought me, and I paid it off really slowly. But it was a cheap tablet. It's a Samsung, very cheap tablet. It was only like 60 or 65 pounds. I thought it would be better than my other tablet, which is slow. But this is even slower. You click on something, and you got to wait for it to action. It's a pain. What was I saying about next year? Yeah. Um, I've been making some notes because I think I might be a little busy doing if things pan out doing some other things, which have yet to be um, discussed, unless my partner in crime wants to sort of let a bit of the cat out of the bag at the moment for the first step. Uh, uh, a he by the skull shape. Don't ask me how. Yeah, like I think one of his lives was Edgar Wallace. You know, and every time like you say it, he's quiet. You say any other Edgar, somebody else, and he just squawks. So and I don't know if he's just doing it because Edgar Wallace has the same birthday as me. You know, he could be the Hunchback and the Phantom of the Opera as well, the actor that is, because that's April 1st. But he's not an Edgar. No, there is a different. Well, I don't think so, really, but on average, uh, but on like size of brains, but there is a different shape of the skull. The pelvis has a different shape, obviously, and I think the long bones, like the leg bones and stuff, I think there's some telltale signs there. I can't remember my osteology very well. It's too long ago in the mists of time. Not as old as he is though, but yeah. So who else are you joining in for this, Jenny? Who else is joining in um for Edgar's book club? Oh, well, there's only 3 on here, so I'm not sure. Yeah, this is a dead live. Well, I guess it fits with you've got you've not got a preserved part of his anatomy. No, I don't. That's part of Mark's collection. That's part of Mark's collection. He still hasn't shown his collection, all the jars. Yeah, there's a watch for the other side. Yeah, yeah, but yeah. Thanks, Jenny, for joining the membership on the channel here. That means you're the only one that you can get some private lives from me or Edgar, whichever one you prefer. Edgar would like to stand in for me. But yeah, so but thanks. I had a couple join the membership there, so which was nice. So thank you very much for that, and thank you for everything else, and all the support. As I said, that's why I made that video the other day. So, but yeah, sorry, I'm just like I don't know why I did this live. I just I'm a little at a loss here what to talk about, other than, like I say, I'm sort of making plans for next year. There will be, I'll sort of mention it now, but I'll be doing with somebody else that hasn't been ratified yet, but an archaeology type thing with where you read an archaeology related book every month. Doesn't matter what area. There's not going to be prompts. It's just that, and then read a fiction book that relates to that in some way. I wonder if you have Edgar his own channel, just 5-minute videos. Says he is now funny if he got more. So yeah. What would, like I guess I could put 1-minute videos of him sitting in different locations, I guess, with nothing else, with some music, bird song, or things like that. But with all this stuff, I could insert him into video clips, couldn't I? I should be able to. Should be able to insert him into video clips. That could be kind of cool. But yeah. I don't know. Well, now there's 7 here, so maybe we can get this party going. It's there's more coming. Well, Roger, with the Necronomicon, Edgar wrote the book, so he knows it better than Roger does. So, he just says bring it on. But yeah, 500. Oh, he just thinks that's ridiculous. Edgar just laughed when he heard when he heard the 100, he laughed. And then when he heard the 500, he was speechless. Yep, weren't you? Yeah, see, he was speechless. But I will be getting rid of 500 books, so that was my challenge. So I'm probably getting rid of 500 books. I probably have close to that downstairs now. Well, 300 to 500. I don't know. He's like, because every time now that I'm mentioning Roger, he's not going crazy. So like he was earlier. So he might be mending the grave line, or whatever it is. Not the grapevine, but the grave line. Yeah. So they might make it up. They might make it up. Problem is, like, he I think the thing was that he was really jealous of Roger's swag, the merchandise that he was doing. So Edgar has a few ideas, so keep an eye on this. Edgar's working on some designs for some fashion. Edgar's resurrectionist fashion. So you just need to keep an eye on things, because he's going to have his own swag. Yeah, a 6-hour confab. with both side by side on the screen. You know. You know what? I bet that would get 1 billion views of 6 hours of a mummy and a skull sitting there silent for 6 hours. I wouldn't doubt it. I just would not doubt that. Uh, but yeah, yeah. So yeah, keep an eye out for Edgar's swag. There will be bookmarks. There will be bookmarks. So he's going to do that. Oh, I thought it said 1. I got 11 now. There's 11 viewers now. Um, I'm sure Edgar's used a hatchet or two. Um, he's had a lot of lives. He's had a lot of lives. And I don't know where he sort of originated. That's the thing. He's very quiet about it. I think he should write his memoir, his autobiography. That's Yeah. I think that could be a good idea. We could do a video of his life. Well, I wouldn't put it past him that he's done some dodgy things. He hints at in his life. So I wouldn't be surprised that he was selling it. You know what may have happened, because that's what could have happened. Roger might be missing a few things, and he's finally figured out what happened to them, and they've been sold. And Edgar was the merchant involved. Yeah. Because you do know, the reason why Edgar doesn't speak, he doesn't have a jaw. He doesn't have a bottom jaw. But Roger does. And, well, he does. It's a very high voice. Didn't you notice it when he was trying to sing? It was very high. So, yeah, I think that's what may have happened. So, yeah, what would you think about Edgar's biography? He may very well have. He may very well have started the trend, you know. And he might still be doing it. Maybe that, I don't know. Maybe that's where Mark is getting his supply from. I don't know. I don't trust him. No, I don't fully trust you, Edgar. Uh, Sorry, I need a drink. So yeah, either I have to figure out something. Maybe we can start something with Edgar's biography, if he will dictate it to me, and I can write it down. In the time honored way of somebody writing down somebody's life story. That could be quite interesting. Well, he seems to be up for it. If his adoring fans want it, he's just he just loves the spotlight. Yeah, yeah, I'm sure he was, and you just never know what he was up to at that point. Uh, he has said that he likes the name Jack, so you just never know. And he had the flea. I do know that he when at some point he had to flee London, and uh, we're still trying to figure out where he went, after that. But he's keeping mum. But if enough of his fans want to hear his story, I'm sure we can twist his metaphorical arm, because that's all there is now, for him to tell me the story and for me to write it down. And I kind of think it would be really cool to be done in a Penny Dreadful style of weekly installments, in 500 or 1,000 installments. Yeah, yeah, that could be it, Jenny. He's a little strange, and he has met my ancestor. He has met my ancestor, Ontario. He has said that he's met Ontario Standfast. Because he was listening in on that live there, Aaron, and he says he knew Ontario. So there's a story in itself. But yeah, we'll have to get working on that. Maybe a weekly email newsletter, with a bit of a story every week. See, he's beginning to like the idea of that. So anyway, I think I might wrap this up. I'm getting a little tired here, even though like today was a bit rough today, because I moved around a lot of stuff, and my joints still are not ready for that. And I did have a nap earlier, and I thought that would take care of it, but it hasn't quite yet. But anyway, yeah. So, any other questions for me or Edgar before we go? Yes, Edgar, we're going to end the stream. I know you do like being live, and we'll do this more often as well. Once we can get things set up better, that you can, you can have a better presence on the screen rather than being at the bottom of the frame. Anyway, it's good night from him, and it's good night from me. I will see you next time. I think we'll be back on Friday, Mark and I, for oh, there was something else. Yes, sorry. This is great brain here. Yes, he's always plotting something. I have been, just to throw it out there for uh, feedback. Oh, brain's working at 100% tonight. I've been thinking of bringing back Desert Island books. Probably not on a weekly basis. I think I have to do a test run. I might be able to have figured out how to get around the problem of YouTube thinking that, or while knowing that the recording was done weeks or months before. Anyway, I was thinking of, what about live Desert Island books? Would that be something that would be interesting? And there's somebody here that's starting a new book channel, so he'll be starting a new book channel, won't you, Aaron? So you could be my first victim for the Desert Island books, and then go on from there. So yeah, what does everybody think? if that could work. You know, and I could even get Edgar. I could try to talk Edgar in on doing it as well. You know, it might be a bit of a one-sided conversation. Cool. So you'll be the first if I do definitely um if I do definitely bring it back, Aaron. So yeah, Aaron will be the guinea pig for it for the definitely the first live and get that going. So it's not too much problem. Just sort of think of your 10 books you would want, why you chose them, a record, CD, whatever, and a luxury item. You know, Edgar was so angry that I didn't take him on the island as a luxury item. He was so angry about that. He didn't speak to me for weeks after that. Oh well. Anyway, yeah. So if you're game, Aaron, then we can we'll pencil that in at some point in the next month or two. So I'm gonna head out here now. Edgar says good night to everyone, and thank you for dropping in. And I'll see you next time, and he will as well.